You want to know what went wrong? How this horror, this catastrophe could have been averted.
A lot of people are dead, Agent Hill. Somebody has to answer for that.
A lot of people have to answer for that.
Nick Fury,
That man.
you've filed several reports criticizing Director Fury's actions since you joined S.H.I.E.L.D.
Because he's reckless. We're at war, and he thinks about superheroes.
The Avengers?
God. Who would bring those people together and not expect what happened?
You have to understand there are aspects of this incident that are difficult for most people to accept.
Those creatures.
Fury says to me once, "In the time of gods and monsters, what is the worth of a man?" I don't know what he means. And then men are dying all around. Good men. Friends. Even some heroes.
So it's safe to say mistakes were made in the handling of the incident.
Mistakes. God. That's all there was, a series of astonishing mistakes. And the worst of all,
Agent Hill. Agent Hill.
Director, S.H.I.E.L.D. operates under the World Security Council. We should have been informed of all the details.
The Council's interest in our work has always been about results, not procedure.
Agent Clint Barton is intimate with S.H.I.E.L.D. procedure, I believe. And now we learn he's working with the enemy? A man whose talent appears to be...
Killing. But he didn't kill me. He didn't take the headshot. He's been brainwashed, but I won't write him off. We're on Loki's trail and we're scrambling a response team.
The Avengers.
The Avengers Initiative was shut down, Director. It was a volatile concept at the best of times, which this is not.
This is just a response team.
I suggest you make your response rapid. We all know what's at stake.
Yes, we do.
War! With the forces of darkness pressing in from the east, from the west, America heeds the call to fight for freedom. And at the front of the fight, shoulder to shoulder with our battling boys, is Captain America, a product of old-fashioned values and exciting new science. Captain America is the name every Nazi fears. Uncle Adolf's secret new weapons, no match for our man. When tough times turn tougher, when hope's on the ropes, here's the man to knock the Axis on their axis. He's out there fighting for the land that we love, and he won't stop.
Waiting on the big guy?
Ma'am?
Iron Man. A lot of people eat here just to see him fly by.
Right. Maybe another time.
Table's yours as long as you like. Nobody's waiting on it. Plus, we've got free wireless.
Radio?
Ask for her number, you moron.
The forces gather.
Let them gird themselves. I will lead them in a glorious battle.
Battle against the meager might of Earth.
Glorious, not lengthy. If your force is as formidable as you claim.
You question us. You question him. He who put the scepter in your hand, who gave you ancient knowledge and new purpose when you were cast out, defeated.
I was a king. The rightful king of Asgard. Betrayed.
No doubt you'll fare better on Earth.
They are a lost people. They mistake selfishness for spirit. When the sky falls, it'll be every man for himself.
How will you rule them then?
Unmercifully.
Your ambition is little and born of childish need. We look beyond the Earth to the greater world. The Tesseract will unveil.
Agent Romanov, would you show Dr. Banner to his laboratory, please?
You're gonna love it, Doc. We got all the toys.
Really? You have a Commodore 64?
I'm not sure.
Oh, you're very young.
Agent Hill, did you tell the council that Barton had been compromised?
Was that not procedure? Did you tell them who exactly is on your response team?
Doesn't appear that I have to.
This is wonderful. The Tesseract has shown me so much. It's more than knowledge, it's truth.
I know. It touches everyone differently.
Take this.
What did it show you, Agent Barton?
My next target? Stick in the mud, he's got no soul. No wonder you chose this tomb to work in.
Well, the Radisson doesn't have 3 levels of lead-lined flooring between S.H.I.E.L.D. and that cube.
I see why Fury chose you to guard it.
You're gonna have to contend with him, sir. As long as he's in the air, I can't pin him down. And we'll be putting together a team.
Are they a threat?
To each other, more than likely. But if Fury can get him on track, and he might, they could throw some noise our way.
You admire Fury.
He's got a clear line of sight.
Is that why you failed to kill him?
It might be. I was disoriented. And I'm not at my best with a gun.
I want to know everything you can tell me about this team of his. I would test their mettle. I weary of scuttling in shadow. I mean to rule this world, not burrow in it.
It's a risk.
Oh, yes.
If you're set on making yourself known, it could be useful.
Tell me what you need.
I need a distraction.
An eyeball.
So, which one is it?
Sorry?
Are you a big guy that gets all little? Or a little guy that sometimes blows up large?
You know, I'm not even sure.
You got somewhere to go?
Stark Tower. No. Yes.
I'd expect some confusion of the mind, since your body's kind of all over the place. But it has to be one or the other.
I know where I can do the most good, but it's where I can do the most harm.
Well, that's no different than anybody else. Me, I'm here in Jersey, where I can't do much of either. And since I'm not likely to move on from this placement, you may as well pilfer my ride.
I don't know which way to go.
Your mind's already made up, son. The rest of you will follow.
Time has come.
Resistance.
From a few. We'll pick them apart.
And the rest coming from.
Mow them down.
This is a little resistance.
Your force lacks finesse.
Our warriors are fearless. They welcome a glorious death.
That may actually be the problem.
Then lead them, King. You wield the scepter, do you not?
The scepter.
Get underground.
Yes, sir.
You noticed me?
story upstairs.
The power surrounding the cube is impenetrable.
I need men in those buildings. Lead the people down and away from the streets. We're gonna set up a perimeter all the way down to 39th Street.
See what you can do with this.
If you find enemies down, get the guns. The guns are very good.
Agent Hill. Agent Hill. You were saying?
Sorry, yes.
You said the worst mistake.
Well, I think we all know who made that. You thought they were a threat. I thought they were a joke. Nick Fury only ever saw them as the Avengers, no matter what he said. If he hadn't seen that, well, Midtown Manhattan would be a smoking crater, for one thing.
That issue is not in question at this time.
It was absolutely a bad idea. The wrong people at the wrong time, and it worked. They came together and they saved us, and it's infuriating. We're trained to believe in a system, not to gamble, not to hope. Nick Fury saw something running under the system, a current, a connection, a truth about what we can do, what they would become. The Avengers were the mistake that saved the world. That's my official statement.
I see.
Oh, and as for the matter that's not in question, where you morons tried to nuke New York, well, that's on the record. As in, we recorded it. We do that. We're S.H.I.E.L.D. So if you're thinking about coming after Nick Fury, ever, think really, really hard.
How'd that go?
Sold you down the river, sir. Should have your job within the month.
Good work. You should maybe ask for a chair.
I'll keep that in mind. Sir, how does it work now? With the Avengers? They've gone their separate ways. So, pretty extremely far.